Oh no, don't leave E.T.
Oh, crap.
Stunning.
Gorgeous.
Oh.
So sad. It's going to be okay.
No.
Oh, I'm really sad.
I know, me too.
Ready.
This video is sponsored by DC Studios Showcase, the official podcast. More on them very soon.
Citizens of the Reject Nation, we are embarking on a Steven Spielberg classic known as E.T. the Extraterrestrial. And I am joined for the first time together with Jackie.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we got our E.T.
We have our ETs
plush
here.
dolls. Yes.
So excited.
Yeah, we are getting ready for the new Steven Spielberg film. And Jackie, you have never seen E.T., but you
in my
own some
life.
cool E.T. plush dolls here.
Yes, I don't know why. I think my mom was a big fan of the movie, but I never have seen it. So.
Yes. Well, as we do before we react to every film, we like to check in, see how we're feeling. So how you doing today?
I am doing really good. My band just performed in San Francisco, so I'm a little tired, but it was a wicked fun trip.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Did E.T. Watch you guys?
I think E.T. was there, yeah.
Awesome. Hell yes. Hell yes. I want to be fully transparent with you guys, as I always am. I saw this movie when I was about 5 or 6, so we're talking over 30, 35 years ago or whatever, and I really don't remember anything other than maybe one specific shot, which when it happens, I will mention. I don't want to spoil anything for Jackie. Other than that, I really don't remember anything. So just being transparent before we start, but we are going to get into the film immediately because I know you don't want to hear my stories from over 30 years ago, so here we go.
All I know is that it was Drew Barrymore's star vehicle.
That is a very good point. But yeah, I believe you're right. This was one of her first films. Okay, so starting
No
E.T. in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Here we go.
I always get so nervous when we don't hear sound
When you
at
don't
the
hear
beginning.
sound at the beginning, I know, me too.
Okay, we're good. Dee Wallace. I think the only other film I ever saw her in was the Halloween reboot that they did with, Rob Zombie that he directed. Henry Thomas.
Yeah. Going into this blind, I expect it to have more of a tone of maybe Project Hail Mary in terms of alien movies.
Yes,
That's what I think. Because he's beloved. He's a plush doll, so I don't think he's scary.
Yeah, Rocky was so damn adorable.
Rocky was so...
I went into that movie completely blind.
I did too.
I had no idea what that movie was. I thought it was about football, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Just from the title.
That's funny. Yeah, it's one of my friend's favorite books, so he told me that I should go, and I saw it at the Vista when he was visiting. I went in completely blind, and I thought I was going to be scared because I'm scared of aliens.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, you're not going to be. Just trust me.
It was such a delightful film. Made science really, really cool.
I know it did make science really cool. Also, I mean, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Ooh, hubba, hubba.
So he's such a great actor.
Yeah. And a great actor, too.
The Shooting Star.
Yeah.
That's a Steven Spielberg special, right?
Yeah. Was that a shooting star, or is that someone coming down?
I like her immediately. You already feel the presence of John Williams' music. Probably the greatest that ever was when it comes to music scores.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of Spielberg movies have this sense of whimsy that I really like.
Definitely the sense of whimsy and wonder and adventure.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's him.
Yes.
It's him.
Yes.
It's him.
Like that they didn't start off on a close-up starting from a distance, though.
Yeah. Is there more than one?
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Uh-huh. God, I love practical effects so much.
Yeah, I feel like practicals always just sell the story so much more for me.
Yeah, just really feel grounded with practical. I mean, CGI is definitely can be very effective and works well as long as you can balance it out.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice little forest.
Do we know if they used a puppet?
I believe this is
it was a puppet,
and I'm
puppetry?
pretty sure it was Stan Winston. I know Stan Winston and Spielberg worked
Very closely.
Well, they worked. I know they worked on Jurassic Park together for sure. So I would imagine this is Stan Winston. Would be my guess. I think I saw a picture years ago with Stan Winston with E.T. All right, fish out of water story. What?
Uh-oh. Run.
God, so many of these shots are making me think of Jurassic Park 11 years later.
I've never seen Jurassic Park.
Ooh, we
I
got to
know.
get you on that one. It was one of my favorites
That
ever.
was one that the team felt excited about. So.
Yes, definitely. Oh, I can't wait to see you react to that one. That's a good one.
Uh-oh.
I'm glad you said that because now I won't say anything spoiler-wise.
No spoilers about Jurassic Park. A movie that came out so long ago.
For sure.
No
for sure.
spoilers. Oh, no.
Oh,
So their lights are sort of a communication system.
yeah, it's what it seems like.
I'm stressed out.
I know.
Why are they chasing him?
People always fear what they don't understand.
Leave
and-
him alone. He looks really cute. Those noises sounded heartbreaking. He sounded so scared.
Yeah, he's running for his life right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't leave E.T.
Oh, crap.
No, buddy.
I also love the choice of not only not punching in on E.T., but also not punching in on any of the humans as well.
Yeah, everyone's.
So it really
kinda-
just feels like two species that we're not really humanizing either of them any more than the other.
True. This is
Humanized.
This is heartbreaking for E.T. Oh. Oh, stranded, buddy.
So sad. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, seriously, I just want to hold him
I know.
now too after that.
It's okay.
Yeah, Spielberg's doing a great job with visual storytelling without any dialogue.
I know. It's amazing. And see, like, they're not even, it's so.
Yeah. Like you already immediately are invested and feel the stakes and
Yeah.
haven't even really met the character
And you sort
in
of
any way.
feel as scared as E.T. in this moment. 'Cause you're
For
like,
sure.
like, I'm mad at these people. I'm like, no, leave the aliens alone.
And everything right now is just curiosity and
Yeah.
a UFO was just spotted.
5.
All right, let's get some product placement.
Arrow right in your chest. And you're out.
Yeah, Fresca. That was sarcasm.
Just trying to help you out, man. Don't be so cranky.
How about throwing?
Oh, is that C. Thomas Howell?
I don't
Damn,
know.
he's young.
It's stressing me out that they're smoking.
I'm ready to play now, you guys.
This is the 80s.
No.
I know, I agree with you.
That what was that? That Jonah Hill skateboarding movie?
Jonah Hill's skateboarding movie?
Am I thinking of the wrong thing?
Mike.
Figure out your strategy because you're playing after bed.
Plenty of sausage and pepperonis.
Everything but the little fishies.
Yeah, no anchovies.
No anchovy.
Curious what the cost of a pizza was back then in comparison to now.
$10, $12.
Harvey? Harvey, is that you, boy?
Now it's Harvey the Rabbit.
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart's with him.
Stop it.
Mom just doesn't care that they're smoking. Okay.
Guess it must have been in early 80s. I mean, this kid's got to be, what, 13 or 14, right?
Mid 90s.
That's what the movie's called?
Yeah, mid 90s. It's about
don't think I've-
these boys this age that are like skateboarding all over LA and they're doing drugs and it stressed me out.
I'll have to check that out when I'm in a ready to be stressed mood.
I think I was just stressed out from I felt very maternal over them.
Ball being thrown back. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, not the pizza.
Freaked me the hell out, too.
All right. Where's the pizza?
Mom, there's some out there.
She going to be dismissive like it's the boogeyman under the bed or something?
Nobody go out there.
Stop now! You guys stay right
Oh my God.
Mom, we'll check it out.
and put those knives. What exactly did you see?
Yeah, going back to his Jaws roots, really doing that Alfred Hitchcockian approach of not showing E.T. yet.
Yeah.
I like it, getting us that build up.
Oh, his
Coyotes come back again, Mom.
Did he step on the pizza?
I feel like he stepped on the pizza. Yeah, he stepped on the
Eesh.
pizza.
Nice one,
It's
Elliot.
an accident.
It'll still be good.
Who said you guys could order a pizza, huh?
Here,
Smoking's okay, but not ordering a
you
pizza.
cannot have a pizza.
my mom was really sweet.
No douchebag talk in my house.
Yes,
Smoking's okay, but no douchebag talk in my house.
for sure. Oh, I used to have a bunk bed too with my younger brother. Fun times.
At my dad's house, I had a bunk bed with my little brother. We'd always hit our heads on the ceiling.
Oh no!
A little too
had
high for the space.
I always had a fear that I would roll out from the
Oh,
top,
yeah?
but luckily I had a thing that was shielding me from falling over. Thankfully. Give it to Elliot. He's got no fear.
Elliot, you're crazy.
Elliot, you're crazy.
You are fearless. I guess that's part of being crazy, but he's just curious. What could it be?
I feel like at that age, I would definitely like succumb to the desire to go look, you know?
I also feel like, too, in probably early 80s, a little bit of a safer time to just check stuff out and explore a little bit. All right, where did the tracks lead to? I can definitely feel how some of this inspired into Stranger Things as well.
Yeah.
I can feel a lot of the vibes there. Oh, what a reveal. What a reveal. Yeah. That is such a natural reaction for both of them.
Yeah.
And truly, they're an alien to each other, a species they've never explored.
How did Spielberg make a shot of garbage rolling down steps look beautiful?
He's Spielberg. He's the master.
Is this supposed to be California?
I was wondering that earlier, but I think it is.
Dos Rios.
It does feel like suburban
like-
California.
yeah.
It's my guess, but maybe they'll reveal it later. I'm just going to look for a license plate.
Yeah, smart.
Sure, we're going to see a lot more cars.
The trail of Reese.
Hello?
He's starting to notice tracks and patterns, too. This is just making me fire in my synapses. I do remember at Universal Studios, the E.T. ride. Did you ever go on that ride?
Wait a second. When was that ride operable?
It's been a long time since they closed that ride. I remember I was sad when they did. At least 10, 15, if not more years.
Maybe when I was pretty small.
It's not that we don't believe you, honey.
Well, it was real, I swear.
What are you going as, Gerd?
Yeah, Drew Barrymore.
So, what else is new?
Go as one of Charlie's Angels.
It was no iguana.
Maybe, you know how they say there are alligators in the sewers?
Alligators in the sewer.
Oh my God, she's so stinking cute.
Very adorable.
Maybe it was a pervert or deformed kid or
Oh
something.
my God.
Deformed kid.
Stop teaching her all these words.
An elf or a leprechaun.
It was nothing like that, breath.
Elliot! That would be me as a mom.
Yeah.
Say it, say it, say it.
Maybe you ought to call your father and tell him about it.
He's in Mexico with Sally. Where's Mexico?
Okay, that wasn't very nice to say to your mom.
If you ever see it again, whatever it is, call me and we'll have somebody come and take it away.
Like the dog catcher? But they'll give it a lobotomy or...
I sat and cleared.
I sat and cleared.
I did breakfast.
I did breakfast.
It's Mexico.
Grow up. Think how other people feel for a change.
He didn't mean to. I mean, he's just a kid. He didn't mean to say that.
I was going to say kind of deserved.
Wow. That's a very incredible shot.
Wow, their
Panning out like
their
that.
water heater gets really hot really fast.
Yeah. I could imagine that actor was.
I want that water heater.
Yeah.
I need,
Oh,
need the brand name.
my or Aaron and mine, when we try to do that, the sink in the kitchen takes like 2 or 3 minutes.
No,
to
me
heat up.
too. I was like, wow. Oh, he's back.
He's back.
He's back. Oh, is he hurt?
Wow. Look at that use of shadow and lit.
It's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Is that dust or is heat?
I'd be freaked out right now, just not knowing yet what these
Oh
intentions
my
are.
God.
But it's so adorable.
Yeah, he looks so sweet.
Oh,
Aw.
that's so cool. So cute.
Would you eat them? If you really loved Reese's Pieces, like as much
yeah.
as a young boy.
If I was a young kid, I probably would. He seems non-threatening.
Oh, he's
Following the breadcrumbs. I love the sound design on E.T. So good.
I mean, it's insane the range of emotion that I'm able to hear within his different gargles and
you're
groans.
not hearing actual
Yeah.
dialogue, but you can understand just
What
feel
he's
and
feeling.
emotions
Yeah.
just from the sound.
Oh, he's so cute. Purring like a cat.
Like a cat, yeah. You know he's happy.
Where'd he go?
He's a fish out of water. Time to go exploring. You close the door. You're gonna make a lot of noise.
He sounds kind of like a guinea pig.
Yeah, I could hear that for sure. Wow. Oh, mimicking him. That's cool.
Well, they had a mimicking moment in Project Hail Mary. I wonder if that's a callback.
I was just thinking about that too. It's funny you said that. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it in the review, but this movie probably inspired so many movies.
Oh
after
yeah,
this.
absolutely.
As I'm sure many Spielberg classics.
Oh no.
That was a genius move to come up with that burring sound.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a way to let us, the audience, is also Elliot, know that he's in a happy state of mind.
Oh. I mean, he's probably been so stressed out since his ship left, and now
Yeah.
he's being hunted, and now he's safe. Oh my god, and he has a little blanket.
And now he's got a.
He just wants to go to sleep.
Yeah,
He's
now
so
he's now he's
tired.
got a little bit of a safe space.
I'm gonna cry already. Actually.
It's like, pinch me. This was a dream. An alien's in my room.
I mean, he got so sleepy so suddenly. Does E.T. have any powers, or? But I just don't think that he would do that. I'm on his side.
I'm so worried they're gonna track him down to the house. Just either the Reese's or the footprints.
And how did these people have all this like, have they been looking for these specific aliens for a long time?
Well, you had that one guy.
tracking them?
Well, you had that one guy there that was, say, the Reese's. You had that one guy there that was tracking, but then we saw the cars and people
They
at the
all
beginning.
pulled
And they
up
saw
all of a suddenly.
Yeah, they saw the UFO that
And it
left.
felt like
so.
they knew what they were looking for. He's totally faking.
Okay, you're hot. I'll be back.
Look at that, pulling a Ferris Bueller and then Terminator reference before those movies even came out.
That's a genius move.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's her.
He's
the
terrible.
brothers pulling out the guy. Okay, and get a clear shot of that at first.
What?
You were outside last night waiting for that thing to come back, weren't you? Couldn't live if I go to work. No TV.
Are you gonna monitor him? Not
Yeah.
going to. Like that we had that TIE fighter there. Yeah.
I see him, Gert, and when I catch him, I'll text him.
Oh, catch him.
I like how dismissive she's being right now, and then it's gonna be interesting to see her reaction when she sees ET.
Mm-hmm.
Do you talk? You know, talk.
Gotta figure out some way to communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Coke. See, we drink it. It's a drink. No, food.
It's very healthy for you.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
This is Greedo.
Hey, Greedo.
And then this is Hammerhead. And this is Lando Calrissian.
Yes, like that. Spielberg's honoring his buddy George Lucas.
Mm.
The fish eat the fish food, and the shark eats the fish.
Hey, it's Bruce. Doon, 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 doon. Have you seen Jaws?
I have seen Jaws.
Okay, that's top 5 my favorite
Yeah.
movie.
I had to watch it in college for my major, my minor.
And then when you lift up the head, candy comes out, and you can eat it. You want some?
Just don't eat the fish.
What if he's allergic?
You can't eat this one, because this is fake. This is money. See? We put the money in the peanut.
He's so sweet trying to teach him.
This is what we get around in. See? See? Cars.
Yeah, it's so adorable watching a child teach an alien.
No! Don't eat them. Are you hungry? I'm hungry.
Order a pizza
Stay.
Stay.
like a dog.
He looks so cute.
Hurts!
Oh no.
Better keep that dog away from E.T.
I'm sure at some point they'll learn to possibly trust each other, right? Once the dog learns, or once Harvey learns that E.T.'s not threatening.
This.
Oh. Is he gonna be in there?
Are you okay?
It's just hiding. It's a good hiding spot,
Oh my
though.
God.
Oh, he's shivering.
Oh.
Want a Coke?
That'll fix his nervous system. A lot of caffeine.
Yeah. Jeez.
Did he clean up the milk, or is he gonna?
Add to your collection.
Yeah, I guess he cleaned it up.
Yeah.
I've got something
You know,
really
Tyler
important to
said
tell
he got 69,000 on asteroids yesterday.
you. Remember the goblin?
You're so lame, Elliot.
Michael, he came back.
He came back. Oh my God!
Say, I have absolute power. Swear it. The most excellent promise you can make.
Well, you might want a seat, buddy.
Yeah.
You'd better take off your shoulder
What?
pads. You might scare him. I'm not coming out there until your eyes are closed.
Okay, they're closed.
I like how he's wearing a shirt about space invaders,
Yeah, that's cute.
and then he's about to meet an alien.
Swear it. One more time. I have absolute...
Absolute power.
Look what I made for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Drew Barrymore, no.
Oh god!
Oh, you're
God!
scaring him.
Oh wow! This is mayhem right now.
Oh, crap. This is bad. Drew.
Oh.
He's so cute.
What happened in here?
Oh, you mean my room?
This is no room. This is an accident. Get those shelves back on the wall, my dear. Let's get the toys off.
Yes, the relief.
I'm keeping him.
Oh.
Is he a boy or a girl? He's a boy. Was he wearing any clothes? No,
No clothes.
No clothes.
not even Mom. Why not? Grown-ups can't see him. Little kids can see him. Give me a break.
Amazing.
Do it, Mike. We have to.
Oh, don't do that.
E.T.'s like, that's not very nice.
Yeah. God, these reactions. Spielberg is directing them. I mean, they're doing a great job
Yeah.
too, but Spielberg just really knows how to work with children so
Yeah.
well. Just killing it. I wonder if this is the same location they filmed Poltergeist in. I know they filmed that in Simi Valley. Feels like it.
It feels like very Los Angeles to
Definitely.
me. Yeah.
Definitely when we're done filming, I'll look it up, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because I know Poltergeist, I think, was the same year as this, 82. And Spielberg was a producer on that.
Oh.
Yeah, but a lot of people said he directed a lot of scenes as well.
You doing good?
I'm going to play in Elliot's room.
Don't let him torture you.
I won't, Mary.
Mary.
She grew up quickly.
Yeah.
Hello.
Here's Jerry.
Either,
Is it the ex?
Come on.
I'm going to say maybe another guy she's talking to. Could be a coworker.
Is that for you?
Maybe he's some animal that wasn't supposed to live.
Yeah.
I know, like those rabbits we shot at.
It's so interesting to me that E.T. is just lit so dimly, but I'm assuming that that's to make him look more realistic.
Yeah, I think the puppetry work is so freaking fascinating, but
It's
it feels so grounded.
Yeah.
We are here.
Oh, okay.
Make a We're here.
They just
That
pointed
looks like
California.
Nevada. Yeah.
We're here.
That looks like
yeah,
California.
yeah. That looks like California.
The stars? Space.
I don't like his feet. Earth.
Wow. From like another galaxy. Like, I am enjoying this planet. We don't have food like this on my Earth.
I think he must be. He looks starving.
Oh, that's cool.
What's happening?
Oh.
Whoa. Stop motion. Huh. Incredible.
Wait, what is it?
I don't know. Something scary.
It sounds like they're getting close to tracking him back to his
Oh,
place.
yeah. Well, they can't trespass into someone's home. Or maybe they don't care.
Yeah. Harvey. Wow. Amazing.
Did you explain school to him?
How do you explain school to higher intelligence?
Hey, Elliot, where's your goblin? Shut up. Did he come back?
Yeah, he came back. But he's not a goblin. He's a spaceman.
Oh no, dude! Don't
Don't
say anything
tell
to
him.
anybody.
Yeah, don't say.
Where's he from? Uranus? Get it? Your He doesn't get
No,
it,
I don't get it. Explain more.
You're such a Sinus Supremus.
Zero charisma.
Primus.
Shut up, Greg!
Sinus Supremus.
Oh, I feel like I've seen that. Is that the actress from Under Siege in Beverly Hillbillies? Have to look that up.
Oh my God, Drew. Uh-oh.
It's okay. Remember, adults can't see him.
I don't think that that's true.
No, I was just kidding.
Well, he's a good little hider.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
wow. That's a great way to blend
that's
in.
amazing.
Smarty too. Yeah, she would. I wouldn't even have noticed that.
His sigh.
As you get into the dissection, you will discover that
No, go back. I want to hear more on the frog dissection. Oh, I'm so worried he's gonna make a mess of the house by himself.
Oh, yeah.
And he's with and Harvey's there too.
Yeah, it's mostly Harvey. Oh.
I guess he trusts her now. That's good.
use discretion when you are cutting. There will be very little blood.
I feel like they're too young to be dissecting frogs.
I don't remember what age. I think that
He
was
looks like-
middle school, right? And he's probably 8 or 9.
He looks like Tony Soprano right now.
Hey, look, we're gonna open up this fridge, Harvey.
Well, he's starving. He has to leave the room.
All right, don't mind if
Okay.
I.
Oh,
A
no. Not a
Coors?
course.
Ugh, it's not a Coca-Cola.
Is he going to get drunk?
That would be wild to see.
With the dissection.
Wait, what the heck?
Wait, do they have some
Wait,
kind
what
of
the heck?
Are they like? Can they communicate with each other
I don't know.
like that?
That was weird.
Yeah. Well, because he felt scared. Oh, when he I guess they can.
Section
Oh, no.
is to locate the
Is he
heart.
feeling drunk?
Notice that it is still.
Oh shit. It's like, why do I taste potato salad in my throat?
Similarities.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Similarities in human anatomy. First of all,
No, he's getting drunk.
Oh,
Wait, I didn't know that this
shit.
happened in this film.
Ah.
Wait. E.T., slow down.
this will be through their peristaltic action.
No, look at his face.
Oh my god.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling of
They're pulling us up.
Class, these are the cotton balls with the chloroform. That's it. And they won't feel anything. They won't be hurt.
Is that true?
Maybe I truly do not know.
I don't.
That
think
is the
it
case. If that's not the case, he's just saying that to comfort them.
Yeah.
But I really do not know.
It's just crazy work to make the students murder the frogs on their own.
Can you say hi?
M.E.T. All that food and stuff is gonna go spoiled.
Yeah, he needs to close it.
It's okay. He knows how to. We saw him, repair the flowers.
That's
so
true.
He can,
So maybe he can just
do that with market items.
From California? Ooh, I'll talk fast and call it expensive.
Oh no.
Yeah, a lot of his learning is through visualization. So.
It's never good to drunk dial, E.T.
Save the frog.
I'm getting lines! Back to the river! I want to save you!
Aww.
I gotta let him go!
Also, a lot of subtext says it's like E.T. is trapped in a bottle and he's got to save him too.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You gotta save me!
Now he's going to get in trouble just for saving the frogs? Whoa.
Oh my God, that's so many
That's a lot of
frogs.
frogs. And it's subtext and symbolism with saving the frogs, but yeah, for E.T. Oh, don't step on it, please. Oh. Alright, is that what you're going to do, Elliot?
Oh my God. Is E.T. making him do that? That was a cute shot.
Fascinating,
That was a
yeah.
really cute shot.
Okay, you guys did a good thing. A lot of frogs lived today.
I think he's gonna try to make a machine to
Communicate. The
communicate.
aliens that left.
Oh no. Uh oh.
It's okay, just stand frozen.
Here he is!
Ah.
Man from the movie. I'm all ready.
Oh my God.
Just as soon as I unload this stuff, okay?
Well, she's a single mom. She's really busy, so she might not even notice him.
I want you to meet somebody.
Okay, honey, as soon as I get finished putting all this stuff away, all right?
Oh my God.
I really appreciate the humor that is in this film.
Put this for life.
It's okay. She allowed smoking earlier in the film, so maybe if she thinks it's the oldest son, it's not as big of a deal.
Yeah, maybe.
What did my son do? Kissed a girl, let out frogs?
Bananas.
Intoxicated?
Uh-oh.
As she's finding that.
B.
Oh my God.
B. You said B.
Hey, this is like really the first time we're hearing him actually
Yeah,
communicate.
He's learning to speak.
Good.
Okay, I'll be right down. Thank you. Gertie, I have to go.
Mommy, he can talk.
Of course he can talk. I'll be right back.
She's like, my mom knows about him.
There's my childhood encapsulated right there, Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Phone.
I like how each of the kids are getting their time with E.T. as well. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously the main relationship is E.T. and Elliot, but
Mm-hmm.
Stay here, stay, and don't tell anybody. Be good. Be good.
That's amazing.
okay, so he does wear clothes.
Elliot.
What?
Elliot.
Because he's not clocking that.
I taught him
But
how
he
to
can
talk
speak.
now. He can talk. Can you say E.T.? E.T.
E.T.
You should give him his dignity. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Looks so adorable.
I'm delighted by this film.
Yeah.
I'm having the best time.
He said phone?
Phone.
Can't you understand English? He said phone. You're right. That's E.T.'s home.
I love his shawl.
Looking classy.
E.T. home.
Phone home.
Phone.
Run home, E.T. Home run, E.T. There's my hook reference.
E.T. phone home. He wants to call somebody.
I don't know if blonde is really his color, but other than that, he looked beautiful.
Stunning.
Gorgeous.
To go trick-or-treating in the same old sheet she wore last year.
Oh, listening in on all the houses in the neighborhood.
You have absolute power, remember? I found him. He belongs to me.
What can they use for communication?
I wouldn't
to
even know where
space?
to begin. But it seemed like E.T. was grabbing a couple things.
Oh.
A blender, that spelling machine.
What's all this we stuff?
You say we all the time.
Ah, that's not good.
That's interesting.
Grab that fuzzbuster.
How are they listening? Are all the houses bugged?
Must be using some kind of thing that can hear from a long range distance. I've seen stuff like that in other movies.
Sure.
Oh, that's sad.
Peter says he leaps first at his dagger and then at his grindstone to sharpen it. Tinker lights.
That's so interesting. She's reading about Peter Pan as 9 years later, Steven Spielberg would direct Hook.
I didn't know that he directed that.
Oh, yeah. That was another big staple of my childhood. Loved that movie. Spielberg thought he could have done a better job, but I still love that movie.
Another that I have not seen.
Got to react to that one, too. There's an interesting story on how that one came to be, but after you react to it, I'll tell you that one.
Yeah.
Ouch. Ouch.
Ooh.
Fix it, E.T.
Yeah, E.T. fix it.
Well, we saw.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say we saw him heal up the flowers. That's why I was thinking he could do that.
Wow. I have a couple problem areas that I'd like him to fix.
Yeah.
My back.
Gonna say I could use an ET as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love that instinct of protection he has for Elliot. It's so sweet.
Now to rescue him.
Oh.
Oh, he likes the story.
Yeah, they've zeroed in on which house it is.
Yeah.
Not good.
Really, really not good.
Yeah, I said it earlier, but you can see so much of Stranger Things, how
Yeah.
much they inspired.
He's doing.
Listen how he's breathing.
Why is he getting sick? I guess just not near his
Maybe,
home planet.
yeah, maybe on this planet. Not sure. Can only be on this planet
Yeah.
so long.
We're sure that he's not just hungover.
It could be that too. I mean, I feel like shit when I'm hungover. Why I don't do it very often.
Reject Nation, we're back with another shout out for DC Studio Showcase, the official podcast. Of course, co-starring fellow Reject Coyjandro. I actually just finished watching their episode with Millie Alcock, where they're of course talking about Supergirl. And to me, it is a perfect example of what makes Frankie and Coy such a great pair. Because as a lot of you guys know, Coy brings that sharp comic and film knowledge, deep trivia, heady analysis, energetic vibe, masculinity. While Frankie, she brings this like empathy and sincerity and emotional connection. And it's this balance of intellect and empathy that I really feel like makes their interviews special. Often two different yet similar perspectives that truly respect each other. And so to have this DC Studios podcast that covers everything for like DC for the comic, films, and TV shows, to have these two at the helm, I think is just such a great pick. And like last season, they had huge guests like the cast of Superman, James Gunn, and Jim Lee. And now, of course, with Millie Alcock already out, season 2 is going to be stacked. They got more coming from Supergirl. They got Clayface, Lanterns. So you can expect interviews from like Supergirl director Craig Gillespie and, of course, Lobo's Jason Momoa, where they're going to be sharing on-set stories, personal insights, and how they bring these characters to life, plus surprise guests popping in all season long. So you can check check out the DC Studios Showcase on the official HBO Max YouTube channel using this QR code here on screen or the link in the description box and pinned comment. And you can listen on HBO Max or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes drop every other Friday, so subscribe so you do not miss one. That's DC Studios Showcase, wherever you get your podcasts.
Pretending I'm going as a cowgirl.
Oh, Halloween.
Meet you at the lookout. At the lookout, and that's...
No, and that is final. You are not going as a terrorist.
Oh my God.
I think that's a pretty cool costume.
Yeah.
Ready.
Ready. Oh, they're bringing him.
Yeah, it's Halloween. You can get away with dressed up as something, right? That's Mom dressed as.
No, wait, Mom, don't look.
Okay.
Okay, Mom, you can look now.
Oh.
Just assume it's Gertie here.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they like Mom's outfit.
Ah, cover the hand. Oh, because he
Oh my gosh,
because he
yeah, he
actually thinks a
thinks-
knife is through his.
Ow.
It's a fake.
Yeah.
Ow.
It's
Ouch.
good old Polaroids.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I felt so proud to have a Polaroid back in the day.
Really?
Be back 1 hour after sundown, no later.
Gertie, come here.
I really feel like this is Simi Valley.
It definitely looks like it. Oh my gosh.
That was
must
such
be
a
scared.
that was such an interesting move right there by Spielberg. Right here, just
Yeah.
speeding up the frame rate to make it feel like he's actually almost seeing like scary creatures
Yeah.
for ET from his POV. Yoda, yes. An alien meeting an alien. It's like, take me back to Dagobah.
Be back 1 hour after sunset, no later.
Wow, incredible shot.
That's insane.
Golden hour.
Well, come on, help me.
I just know how stressful that must have been to get those shots.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
You only
my
have
God.
you only have a certain amount of time because setup and everything takes
Yeah.
forever. It's the time it takes in between the shots. I've been on set. It takes forever to set up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if we don't get this shot right, we got to do it tomorrow.
We're screwed.
It's too bumpy. We'll have to walk from here.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, he's controlling the bike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go. I mentioned at the intro there's only one thing I remembered from this movie.
It's this.
It's this. This is the only thing I remembered. Hard to forget this. Amazing. I just didn't remember the context or the build up to it.
Well, it's on the poster.
Yeah, that,
I knew. Yep.
Yeah, that and this shot, but also too the ride I was mentioning as well earlier to you about ET.
Yeah,
the ride
yeah.
it's on a bike and you go into the moon. So it'd
my
also be
gosh.
hard for me to forget that.
Okay, no, then I absolutely have not been on that ride because I would remember that.
It's one of my favorite rides. I was so sad when they
Ooh.
discontinued that, got rid
Yeah.
of the ride, or closed it down rather, and the Back to the Future ride. Those are my two favorites. I think now it's like the Simpsons or something.
Yeah, they have the Simpsons ride.
Yeah, that used to be Back to the Future in that spot.
Oh,
I
I'll
don't-
be devastated if they take down the Mummy ride.
That's a good one. I
I
like that
love
one.
the Mummy
Yeah.
ride.
Wonder what the timetable is going to look like for after they communicate, if they're able to reach them, how long it's going to take. I love all the items they're using to
Yeah.
to do this.
Really? You did it.
What did she say? 1 hour after sundown, right?
Yeah, she said 1 hour after.
Oh no, they're going inside.
Well, he's not there right now.
Always fascinated at the behind the scenes, how they filmed it, because I know Jaws, as I mentioned, was one of my favorite movies ever. That was a nightmare
Yeah, it
to
was a
film,
nightmare.
especially the stuff on the water. Curious if this was A little more of an easier time.
I think it's
gotta imagine.
so interesting that after Jaws, he keeps doing all these puppets and
Yeah.
all these variants.
Well, yeah, but the shark wasn't working in the water,
Yeah.
so this has got to be a lot easier
Yeah, a
time
lot
with the
easier.
puppeteering. It's also a nightmare to shoot on the water
Oh,
like
yeah.
that,
Jesus. I mean,
as opposed to doing it in a tank. But that made the movie feel so much more real.
yeah. They just broke in.
Assumption is they gotta be with the government. Be my guess. They're like, we don't give a shit.
Geiger counter.
I'm only thinking that too, not only because of all their tech equipment, but just because of the inspiration it probably gave to Stranger Things, and they were with the government too.
Yeah, that's true.
These don't seem like just regular average Joe guys. Like, remember we saw that UFO a few weeks back. Let's go check out if it's this house.
Okay, so the government is just breaking in. So that
We have to go home now, E.T.
yeah, they're gonna get in trouble.
You should give him some time. I could be happy here. I could take care of you.
Yeah, he was so lonely at the beginning of the film, and then they formed such a bond and a friendship.
Oh.
Wow, I stayed there all night.
Oh, their mom is gonna kill them.
Yeah, she's not gonna be happy. That was extremely touching, that scene, though.
Yeah. But where'd he go?
How was he dressed when last seen?
He was dressed as a...
Dracula, vampire.
Is there anything to indicate that he might have run away? Any family problems or recent arguments?
My husband and I just separated recently. And
She's in the
My father's in Mexico.
she's in the same dress. She's been up all night.
Yeah.
where we go? Elliot.
Oh,
You gotta find him, Mike.
Where is he?
In the forest. You gotta find him.
I mean, his dad just left, and now
yeah. So
this
he's,
loss.
he's feeling so isolated and alone already. And he doesn't want to lose someone again. He's already got the trauma of loss with his dad.
Uh-oh.
Wow, stay on that shot.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
There's the sheet.
Mm-hmm. Where would he go? Not like he can just blend. Oh, no!
Mom, would you come with me?
It's time to reveal her.
Mom, remember the goblin?
Michael, what are you talking about?
They keep calling her Mary.
Oh, my goodness. No.
That's terrific.
Oh.
You're sick.
I'm really sad.
I know, me too.
Michael, he's not gonna hurt you.
Michael, get her downstairs.
Man from the moon. You don't know him. You don't know him.
I know she's just being protective, but
But now he's gonna be all alone. I did not see it going there.
I don't think they care.
No, they don't care. Oh my god.
Oh, E.T.
This has a happy ending, right?
I hope so.
Right?
Locking the whole place
I don't know how
down.
they're gonna get out of this.
Oh, I do not like this.
Oh my god.
Kind of like symbolizing almost the frog and that they dissected.
yeah.
It's like a foreshadowing.
Oh, absolutely.
So if we got that foreshadowing, hopefully to the releasing and
release
letting him
was
go. Yeah. Another foreshadowing.
I don't know. I don't know. What's the matter with Elliot?
Yeah, because they're connected.
Testing shows no deficits on FNF and HTS testing. EEG analysis shows complete
Oh wow. Okay.
oxygen saturation 82% on room air.
You're scaring him!
Put him on 0.25 liters by nasal cannula and draw blood gas in 20 minutes.
Drop from 20 to 17 degrees centigrade.
So heartbreaking.
You leave him alone, I can take care of him.
He needs inotropic support. pH is down to 7.03. He's got a metabolic.
We've drawn 2 sets of blood cultures.
He needs broad spectrum coverage. How about Amgen?
Oh, jeez, yeah. He seems really, really sick too.
Ellie, I've been to the forest.
You can see how pale his skin is. Like just
And his
lips are
his
chapped.
lips, and all around his eyes are so red.
I don't want him to die. What can we do that we're not already doing?
Release him.
He needs to go home.
Wow, that reflective shot.
It's a miracle. And you did the best that anybody could do. I'm glad he met you first.
I'm really enjoying that the central message of this film is just about empathy.
Yeah.
And also, I'm in physical
Compassion.
pain right now.
Yeah. Oh. No.
Creature's pressure is bottoming out. His complexes are slow and widening.
They're separating.
Yes.
What does that mean?
The boy's coming back. We're losing E.T. It's going to be fine. Just relax.
Oh no.
Can't get a pulse or blood pressure on the He creature. doesn't look like he's breathing.
We severed the connection so Elliot would be okay.
Hey, let's get that boy out of here. Get him moving. Child, out of here.
Any pulses? Any pulses? Okay, let's go CPR. Come on, let's go. Let's try some Bertillio. We have some Bertillio, please.
Stop ventilating. His pupils are fixed and dilated.
There's such a big lump in my throat right now.
Yeah.
Stand clear.
Oh my gosh, Drew.
Oh, yeah. Mom.
Something's happening.
Well, yeah.
They're gonna die. Shut up, Greg.
Anybody have any ideas?
Get him back home.
Because maybe the people can bring him back to life there.
Okay. Let's pack him in ice.
Oh.
She said, Mama, we just want to come back. I wish.
I'm with you, Gertie.
They're gonna have to take him away now.
We're just gonna cut him all up.
Like the
Mm-hmm.
Would you just like to spend some time alone with him?
We all step out for a minute, please.
It's just horrible to see him like that.
Yeah. See how much energy and life he had in him earlier on. Just lifeless now. It's so heartbreaking.
I don't know how to feel.
Oh.
I can't feel anything anymore. E.T. I love you.
Oh.
Wait.
Yes, you saw that, Elliot. Oh, that music is so beautiful. It's like there's a flicker of hope.
E.T. phone
home.
Phone
Phone home.
Does this mean they're coming?
Yes.
Stay.
Oh.
How are you gonna get him out of here?
I know.
Phone home. Oh no, E.T. phone home.
That's subtext for I love you and welcome back.
Exactly.
Oh. Yeah. Yes, good job, Elliot.
Elliot, why don't you come with me?
No.
He's selling it, though.
He's selling it.
Would you like the flowers?
What is the plan?
I know. I don't know what the plan is.
It's funny you were talking about hitting your head on the ceiling, too, earlier in the bunk bed.
I know, that is funny. Well, how are they going to get him out of there?
I'm supposed to give you this note when they're gone.
What does it say?
Oh, yeah, we saw him driving a little bit earlier, right? Trying to back out.
Yeah, he did a bad job, but
No time to learn like the present.
There's a guy out here. What do I do?
drive away.
Wait for it. Let's go.
Yeah, go.
Get out of here.
Never driven forward before.
That's
It's
true.
a lot easier than back, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is a lot easier than back. Oh, they're bringing some friends.
Get the bikes. Meet us at the playground at the top of the hill.
Okay, don't yell at where you're going.
All right. Crew's ready to go.
Wait, that literally looks like Dustin from
From
Stranger Things. Like,
yeah.
totally,
Like I
yeah.
said, I'm sure this inspired so much for that show.
Yeah.
As many other things of the 80s and Jaws as well.
I'm gonna die and they're never gonna give me my license.
Yeah, it's okay. You're doing a good thing right now.
Where's the playground?
I don't know. Screech, Mom, please find me.
Wow, that's a very incredible stunt that those guys are performing
It's
right there.
amazing. Uh-oh. About to get even more amazing.
Whoa.
Where are you going?
To the moon.
I feel like he's.
Oh my God.
Please tell me you're not going to tell anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you had a lot of compassion in that
I think
last
so,
scene.
yeah. Uh-oh. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, well done stunt.
Yeah. Oh, wee.
Like I've driven here in real life before, past this area.
Yeah. You know what? He did a pretty good job.
Yeah, someone who is not trained in driving. Well done.
E.T.
Dude, the reaction shots that Spielberg is getting from all the kid actors
It's amazing.
It's so natural.
He's a man from outer space, and we're taking him to a spaceship.
Can he just beam up?
This is reality for him.
You tell him.
Yeah.
You tell him, Elliot.
No! No gun! Nobody here!
Oh.
Where are we going?
This is just Stranger Things now.
Yeah, whenever I rewatch the show, it's definitely going to make me think of E.T.
Yeah.
in a very positive way.
Absolutely.
Got him at the bottom of the hill.
So is 11 the E.T. in that?
It's the compassionate thing of otherworldly thing that you find.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting too. Earlier, I think E.T. was watching Tom and Jerry, and this has now become like a cat and mouse chase.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good foreshadowing in this
Yes.
film that Spielberg gives you.
He looks so adorable right now.
So cute. I got to imagine still to this day, E.T. is such a popular thing to buy, but back then it probably was unheard of how much merchandise was being sold for
Oh
E.T.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I think the one that I'm holding is
Yeah. Oh, I love
from back then.
I
'cause
love this one. So
his
cute.
skin's falling off a
Yeah.
bit.
Oh.
But that's okay. He's
Yeah, it's
still,
still adorable.
He's just shedding. He's just shedding.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Oh, do not do that.
Whee!
Whoa.
And he can make all of them fly.
Yeah. There's a story you can tell your grandchildren.
Yeah, they're not gonna believe you. They give up. They're like,
Yeah, hard to follow this one. And John Williams, his score is unbelievable.
Oh, it's
so memorable.
It's phenomenal. Ooh, nice. Really cool little bike stunt there.
Yeah, no, the stunts with the just the
Yeah.
stunts in general in this film have been incredible, but the bike stunts have been really good too, for sure.
Oh, his heart.
I think you
They're
said
coming.
that earlier. It's like the way they were communicating with each
Uh-huh.
other in the very beginning when you saw a bunch of the aliens.
Because the alien that stood at the door was waiting for him. It's just he couldn't get back because he was
Yeah, he
being
was just a little too
chased.
late in time. Yeah.
Oh, he looks so happy.
As happy as I am that he's going somewhere he's going to be safe, it's also heartbreaking that
know.
he can't be with Elliot. But it's the safest thing for him to do.
Oh my God. I know
Maybe-
it's a puppet, but the
Yeah.
acting there.
It's it doesn't feel like it's a puppet. It
No,
feels real.
it doesn't feel like a puppet.
Maybe one day Elliot can visit him, or he can come back and visit Elliot in a way that doesn't alert the government. And he can also withstand Earth.
you.
Yeah, Michael really stepped up. I really like that character. I don't know if we got his name, the government character.
Oh yeah, I really like him. I want him and the mom to be together.
I was thinking that too. I kind of was being observant, noticed he had a wedding ring. I don't know if that's the real actor's wedding ring, but I hope he's not married in the movie. They can be together. I know. I want him to as well, but it's just not safe. Oh, from when he cut his finger.
Ouch.
Oh.
Oh, the purring sound.
Oh.
Yeah, gotta take that with him.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I was gonna say, is Harvey going too?
Yeah, he can't go. But even the
Harvey
dog has accepted.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
even the
Harvey,
dog's gonna miss him.
loves E.T. now. From panic when the ship first left to happiness.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Wow.
What a film.
What a film is right. Frank Marshall. All right, guys, that was E.T., the extraterrestrial. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you do all the YouTube stuff. Share the video if you don't mind. Please hit the like button so you let us know that you are enjoying the content that we are providing you. Also, hit the notification bell. That way you're notified whenever we drop videos such as these. Special thanks to the editors of this video. We appreciate all their hard work. Making sure that this video was put to you on YouTube. It is not an easy task, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, full-length reaction where you can sync up with your own copy. I believe we watched it on Amazon Prime. We can't obviously show you the entire film, but you can sync up with us. We'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown as we did. And yeah, what's also on our Patreon page. Any support you give us over there really goes a long way. It's a lovely community, but it goes a long way in keeping the lights on, keeping the host coming back in here. So any support you give us, we appreciate you so much. And also, you get teas like these over at rejectnationshop.com. You get a 15% discount. And you can also ask us questions where we will individually give you a shout out by name. And we also navigate into our reviews as well. So all that, now that we've gotten that, excuse me. I told you I had
Still
a lump.
a little lumpy.
I had a lump in my throat the good last 40 minutes. I mean, Spielberg knows how to encapsulate that, but really quickly, because we do have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Just really quick thoughts. What did you think of the film, Jackie?
I think that this is one of my favorite movies of all time now. I think I'm going to go update my Letterboxd top 4. And I don't know, I felt like my main takeaway is I kind of feel like the entire film is sort of, I guess, an allegory for childlike wonder and innocence, especially when E.T. at the end points to his forehead and says, like, I'll always be right here. And I don't know, especially the fact that his dad left, too. It felt like a lot like, oh, sorry, I heard something.
Oh, yeah, just reacting there. You're good.
Yeah, and it just, I don't know. For me, it was one of those movies where it was a very transformative experience, and I feel like I'm going to walk out of it with a much more open heart. I'm going to start crying again. Sorry.
Yeah, no, just thinking about it, it's definitely emotional. Yeah, I can definitely see why this is hailed as one of Spielberg's greatest films for sure, and he's done so many incredible films. I've mentioned it so many times that Jaws is one of my favorite movies ever, but this is definitely a testament to the power he has as a filmmaker, and not only what he's able to get out of the children. I mean, their performances are so, especially Drew Barrymore was incredible. The kid who played Michael, all the other kids,
all of them,
the kid who played Elliot, Henry, Tom. I'm sorry if I forgot his name, but he was so believable in this role, and his friend, incredible. Every scene,
such a range.
The emotional vulnerability, and I like the parallels too that we feel between him and E.T. I mean, they are both very isolated and just going. I mean, E.T. is literally stranded on this planet, and then also too, as you mentioned, when it comes to Elliot, his father has just recently left him and his family, so they're both going through, loneliness right now, and then they find something. They form a bond and a friendship, and they capture something that really, allows them to that's gonna, something that's gonna leave them, that's going to keep their heart shaped for the rest of their lives. So it's a really I think the thing that I really appreciated also so much in this film is, when you're watching E.T., the puppeteering feels so real. It's
oh my God. Yeah.
I mean, you've got an alien to.
I'm not convinced that they didn't get a real alien.
Seriously, that's the incredible part of this film is, you have they're portraying an alien right now, but it's so believable and so real when it comes to the puppeteering, but the friendship with Elliot. That's the heart of this film. That's the part that feels the most real, and the bond that they form is unbelievable. There's many other things that I'm going to mention as well when we I'm sure that the questions will capture, but I do also want to mention too that I love the cinematography in the film, the way that Spielberg is able to pace the film. It's a really good job of giving us too, when it comes to the cinematography. I like how he shoots a lot of low angles, almost like he's giving from E.T.'s point of view or from the children, the way they see the world. And love too when it comes to John Williams' music. I think you said it earlier, it's very whimsical and very adventurous, very uplifting, such a memorable themes. I remember that time in film where you could just hear a theme or hum it and you knew exactly what movie it was from, whether it was Back to the Future, whether it was this or Jaws, whatever it was, or Batman, Danny Elfman's Batman. It was such a beautiful and wonderful time in films when you could just hear a little bit of a hum of something and know exactly what movie it was from. And John Williams' music, the way he's able to go from really uplifting to knowing those moments when to hit you with sadness as well. His music really elevates the film in each scene it does. And also he knows when to pull back too, because when you have that moment, Elliot is just heartbroken as we are, the audience, when we think E.T. really might be dead. He turns off the music and lets you feel the moment with the actors and with the puppet being fully off. So just incredible from everyone. I mean, it really takes a village to make a movie or to make a TV show. And everyone was incredible in this film across the board. So
I just want to say too, I'm sure that we're going to get there in the questions, but just the way that the three of the children were so isolated and alone and so closed hearted. And I feel like they just ended with such open heartedness, and I felt like E.T. kind of representing like that empathy and that willingness to find the wonder and the beauty in life. It was very, very, very touching.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like underneath
and they end so together, and they all work together, all three of them.
Yeah, I think you said it best. Like underneath, like this sci-fi alien film, like it's really a representation of wonder and being uplifted and compassion and empathy. So there's so many themes here that Spielberg just explored and executed so beautifully on. So it's just an incredible film, and also too. Really quickly, and we're going to get right now to the questions. I think what a streak Spielberg was on too. He did Jaws, then he did I think Close Encounters of the Third Kind was right after that. I believe he did 1941. I saw it so long ago. I don't think it was really hailed in one of his upper tier films. But then after that, I believe he did Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then he did this. I mean, what a freaking hot streak!
Yeah, jeez.
And then the rest of his career.
Oh yeah, well,
yeah. But that's why he's Spielberg. But yeah, incredible streak though. Anyways, we've got a ton of questions, so we are going to get to them. And as mentioned earlier, if you join us on our Patreon, you can we chat individually, and you can ask us questions. So we appreciate you. Let's get into it first with Care Bear. Beyond its contribution to the world of film, E.T. is also famous for having one of the most successful product placements in cinema history. After M&M's turned down Spielberg, feeling the alien would scare kids. Yes, I agreed with you. The then little-known Reese's Pieces stepped in and doubled their sales almost overnight. I could see that. Question, how would you compare E.T.'s product placement with the more blatant branding seen in movies, TVs today? Did seeing a product on film ever make you purchase it? That's a great question.
That's a great question. Also, really interesting fact.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, as long as it's not fully always in your face, like I think the product placement in this film was pertinent to the plot. Like he's using them for to lead a breadcrumb so that E.T. can can get to his house and can find him. So it's part of the plot of E.T. coming home. Whether it's like him getting drunk because they can communicate and they're like bonded and linked together. So as long as it's not in your face and they're selling it in that way and it's part of the story, I don't mind it as much. And I get it. A lot of times with films or TV shows, they need that product placement money to help with the budget. So
I guess, but I don't know. Like the first example that comes to my mind is if you saw the recent season of Nobody Wants This, the product placement in that was so, it just was very irritating because it was so obvious. They're like, we're going to have Chick-fil-A now. And it felt like almost Truman Show-esque, you know?
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I've never seen this is
Nobody
a show.
Wants This.
I have
Kristen
not.
Bell and Adam Brody.
I did hear about that show. Yeah, I saw the trailer for that and it looked pretty good, but I know exactly what you're talking about, where it's just really in your face as opposed to something that should just feel more natural that the characters are doing. And it's like, oh, I want Reese's M&Ms now. Yeah. But did ever seeing a product or film ever make you purchase it? I will give you a very random, weird example really quickly. D2 The Mighty Ducks, there's a scene in there where they're trying to get Luis Mendoza, I believe is the character. They're trying to get him to brake stop and not knock over the cans. There's a cherry Coke in there from back in the mid 90s. I wanted to have a cherry Coke right after I saw it, just because I love the way how they branded it back in those days, how it looked rather in the mid 90s. But there's a rare example. Is there a specific movie or TV show that made you want to go product placement that made you want to purchase it?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I feel like, I don't know, I more emulate like fashion when I watch films. I think it's less about like, oh, I see this thing and now I want to buy it. Although I will say that I really do want some Reese's M&Ms.
And I think you said it
Reese's
best too.
Right
I'm sure that M&Ms watched this movie. Was like, what did we do? Why did we not do this? And it's Spielberg. So, anyways, thank you so much, Care Bear, for the question. We appreciate you. Next question is from Just a Girl 329.
Hi, Jackie and Andrew. I hope you both are doing well. Hello. Thanks for reacting to this movie. It's one of my favorite films. What was your favorite moment between Elliot and E.T.? And then also, what would you do if you found E.T.? Would you do what Elliot did, or would you call the authorities? I would do exactly what Elliot did. Thanks for everything you do on the channel. You guys are great. I really appreciate you. This was a good time. XOXO Lisa. I would absolutely also keep E.T. My favorite moment between the two of them.
So many to choose from.
That's difficult.
I know, it's really hard.
I feel like this wasn't a favorite moment that was necessarily between the two of them, but just the scene that's before Halloween where Gertie had dressed up E.T. I just thought that was so sweet. I don't know, and it just perfectly captured the essence of childhood for me, because I remember trying to, dressing up my little brother and stuff.
I like that. Yeah. I am in full agreement with you that I would also, because he's so damn adorable. I know that's the word I probably overused the most in this reaction. I couldn't help it. Like they did such a good job of making him so cute. I would also want to keep him, but when it comes to what was my favorite scene, can I say all of them? Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you can say all of them.
If I had to pick one moment, I mean, the uplifting scenes where they're just really bonding with each other, those moments really encapsulate me. But I think the dramatic scene that really stood with me the most is when you really think he is going to kick the bucket, and he severs the connection with him, and then we've gotten to this point where Elliot he's lost his father in the sense of he's dead, but he did abandon and leave him, and then E.T. is not doing the same thing, but he's allowing him to live and severing the connection in that way. So like the poetry in that, it's really sad, but it's really upliftingly sad in a way. So I thought it just really beautifully encapsulates the friendship that they have for each other and what they would do for each other. Because I feel like too, if Elliot was put in that position, he would save E.T.'s life. And I think that was such a good representation of what they would do for each other. So I think that moment stood out to me the most.
And also, as such a young child going through the loss that he just experienced with his father, I feel like it was hugely beneficial for him to experience loss soon after in a different way.
Yes.
So that it doesn't get cemented in his brain that all loss is a betrayal. Like loss is just, it's a necessary part of life, unfortunately.
A different kind of loss. Sure.
And there's different kinds of it.
Yeah. Well said. Absolutely. So
I think that one is a mistake. That first question, from
Oh,
that's a
this
Minions
one.
question.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's from Maurice Gray Jr., but he did ask a different
Yes.
question, so we'll go to that one. We'll skip the Minions one. All right, Maurice Gray Jr., thank you so much for being a Royal Reject, and the other two who asked the question as well. We appreciate you and appreciate you asking a question. E.T., it's been years since I watched this, but it still holds up as a classic in my opinion. Agreed. How do you compare the special effects here to what they do nowadays? Side note, anyone remember the god-awful Atari video games based on this movie? Yes, I am Atari 2600 years old. I don't think I ever, if I did play Atari, I don't remember, I must have been a young kid. I started playing video games and I still own an NES and I still have an SNES and above those systems. So I did not get to see what the Atari 2600, or I said 2600, the Atari, I did not get to see what it looked like. I'll have to YouTube and check it out, but I believe you. How do I compare the special effects to nowadays? There's definitely a couple of visual shots that you could probably would make an argument a little bit dated when they're floating up, but I don't care because I'm so damn invested in the story and the characters, and the movie's so character driven. But I will say the use of practical and stop motion is so well done that, and those are my favorite kinds of effects, are practical.
Yeah,
and I've always
absolutely.
and I've always said too, even though there's really there's no CGI in this film. When it comes to today, I don't mind using CGI. I just like it being blended between CGI and practical. As long as you can blend the two, and I think Spielberg did it best. No spoilers for Jackie. When it came to Jurassic Park, the way he was able to really blend practical and CGI. That's when I think there's a good marriage between the two. But in this movie, it's pretty much all practical and some stop motion here and there. And when Spielberg is doing that so well, it keeps the illusion going on that I'm watching a real alien interact with human beings. So I thought it was done so well, and I think it holds up very nicely, even 40 so years later, whatever it is. What about you?
I'd agree. I mean, I always prefer the use of practicals because I feel like with modern movies, you'd think that the CGI would have gotten better, but I still feel like for me personally, sometimes it just really takes me out of the film. So I thought this was amazing. I mean, I was talking the whole time about how he looked real and how the puppets acting. I'm amazed at what they were able to do.
I have not
really amazed.
I agree with you. I have not looked it up. I got to imagine the special effects or Stan, whoever it was. I think it was Stan Winston. I got to imagine they were up and won an Academy Award for this film. It was so believable.
It was insane.
Yeah, thank you so much, Maurice Gray Jr. for the question. We appreciate you. Moving on to.
All right, we have a question from Nikki Sonrisa. Nikki says, "Hey, Andrew and Jackie, I hope you enjoyed the movie. E.T. is one of those iconic classic films that most people know something about, even if they've never seen it. Is there a moment or moments from the film that you think contributed to it being such a big part of the cultural zeitgeist? Now that you've seen it, will you be adding it to your personal list of must-see classic films?"
Well, yeah, you already said you were gonna.
Yeah, I'm adding it to my Letterboxd top 4.
I mean, it's definitely going to be in. I know this is recency bias because we just watched it, but I don't care.
I don't care.
It's definitely in my top 10. It's in my top 2 for Spielberg for sure. With Jaws. Jaws is always going to be in my top 5 favorite movies ever. But this is probably going to be in my top 10 favorite movies. This is probably one of my favorite reactions I've ever done. To get such a different array of emotions out of me, from crying to uplifting,
Laughing.
to laugh. Yeah, the humor in this movie was so good. The way they were able to balance that out. Also being frightened and paranoid as well with the cover. I mean, there were so many different things. And, you talk about, I know we mentioned it several thousand times, this movie inspired so much, from Stranger Things to so many other different things. Yeah, it clearly contributed a lot. So, but what about? I mean, you said you're going to add it to your Letterboxd, but you said top 4 films.
I think so.
Yeah, I
think so.
It's all subjective,
really
but I wouldn't disagree with that.
It's for me. It's also the message of the film itself that this is an absolute must see because it's so optimistic in my opinion.
I would love to see this movie because I with some of my friends, I rewatch movies now in theaters, older classics. I would love to see this movie in theaters.
Well, I was thinking that too. With some of the movie was, it takes place at night. It's darker, and we obviously have to have lights in here so y'all can see us. But I wish so badly that it could have just been pitch black so that I could have totally just gotten sucked into the world of the film. I feel like.
This must have been such an incredible experience back in '82, seeing this in theaters. Yeah, I doubt anyone was shocked. Like, Spielberg hit another grand slam, but it must have been such a fun experience, though, seeing it in theaters. And then really quickly before we move on to the next one, is there any other, besides Stranger Things, anything else you think that this contributed such a big part of the culture?
Still Project Hail Mary.
For sure. That's a good one.
And also,
100%.
going back to the other question, too, I loved the mimicking. And also any scene where E.T. and Elliot ran into each other and got scared, especially that one shot of E.T. going like this. I love that one.
Such natural reactions that they were able to get from the puppeteering to the children. That's why I said too, and you give credit to both the actors and Spielberg, the way he's able to naturally get that out of the kids. It's really incredible stuff. So, okay, we are moving on. Am I reading this one?
Yes, I think so. I read the last. Oh wait, I forget.
I think you did read the last one. Yeah. From Jaden Rhodes. Jaden, thank you so much for being a Royal Reject and for asking a question. We appreciate you. My memory of this movie has faded a lot over the years, but I definitely remember I'm being and feeling like a big warm hug until the end where they rip out your heart. Yes. I am curious if y'all agree with that, and how would you rank this among some of the other Spielberg films?
I completely agree with that. But then it's almost like my heart was totally ripped out when they were operating on him. But then in the goodbye scene, it felt like both gut wrenching. I'm going to throw up. I feel ill right now. I'm in physical pain, but also a warm hug at the same time, because it feels like, Elliot and E.T. will always be forever a part of each other's stories and forever changed from the experiences that they had with each other. Yeah. So... And that's that feeling of loss, right? Is that the happiness that it happened and the sadness that it's perhaps over for now. Those two always coexist, in true loss.
Yeah, no, it's the way you look at it. When it comes to loss, you're very sad. I mean, there's always going to be that gaping hole in your heart, but the way you view it is, depending on your mindset, you're still grateful for however long you had with whoever it is that you lost, and that individual still lives with the memories, that the good times, and that those memories still live within you. And I imagine that Elliot and E.T. are going to hold on to those memories forever.
I mean, it's the classic saying of better to have loved and lost,
and never to have loved at all. I totally agree with you. And yes, this movie did a great job of just, we talked about it earlier, like for 30 to 40 minutes, I was almost speechless. And I don't think
we both got really quiet, and I was like, I have nothing to say that I'm trying to watch the film.
Yeah, no, and like part of our job on here is, besides reacting, we got to commentate a little bit too. But I mean, how Spielberg was framing everything and what he was doing with the characters, it was almost. I had a literal lump in my throat.
I was on the edge of my seat with fully bated breath. I could not speak. I was in awe completely.
And that's how you're beyond immersed and invested in the film and in the characters. So, and I felt like too, as you just pointed out, I had my heart ripped out twice, not only when E.T. possibly died, but also because E.T. There was no point, but there was no way that he was going to be able to stay on Earth with Ellie, as much as we would have loved for that to happen, and the government would not have stopped trying to hunt him down. And also, I don't know what the ramifications are if he would have been able to stay on Earth just health-wise, like with his body and all that. So I don't know how the science and minutiae of all that works, but in terms of from the government, at least, even if he figured out a way, there's no way they would have never stopped hunting him down. So, but yeah, it was just an incredible movie experience just to watch those two and the friendship that they formulated. It's just one of the most beautiful friendships I've ever seen on film. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Thank you so much for the question, Jaden. We appreciate you. Last two, moving on to...
Great. Jay Rushton.
What up, Jay?
Hello, Jay. Jay asks, what lines made you laugh for me? Oh, I'm trying that again. Jay asks, question, what lines made you laugh? For me, it was penis breath and this reality Steve in the movie. Also, someone get Jackie Sheject official merch. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get a t-shirt. Yes, absolutely. Yep, penis breath was a good one.
Penis breath was great, but what took me out even more was the mom trying to discipline him, but also laughing. Like, don't say that.
You know what I thought was really funny, although I know it's kind of dark? because he wasn't physically drinking alcohol, but seeing him kind of like in that daze and drunk state in school.
It was really funny.
I thought that was pretty funny.
It was really funny.
Because, like I said, because he wasn't physically drinking alcohol, I would have probably had a different tune if he was physically drinking at that point. But his reaction, the acting from the actor playing Elliot was so good. I don't know how Spielberg elicited that response from him, and that was so damn, like, both of them did such an incredible job getting that response.
I know. How did they get the actor? His eyes looked like they glazed over. How did they do that?
Yeah, he was like...
They just gave him a shot. I'm just kidding.
No, yeah. It's like, don't tell anyone. This is just water. No, like that was pretty funny. I'm trying to think of I thought too when Gert was dressing up E.T. and like there was a lot of funny moments with her too, and then the mom just being so oblivious, and then E.T. walking like in and out of frame.
That was so funny.
There was some really funny moments there. So I thought, like I said, I thought Spielberg did such a great job infusing humor, uplifting moments, dramatic moments, paranoid moments. So he just brought every flavor. There was just so much in this movie. Brought everything. So, but you let us know in the comments what were your guys' favorite or funniest moments rather, and also what Jackie She-Ject official merch should we get? Grab the tissues, whatever it should be. Let us know. Okay, we have one final question here, or rather trivia from Nikki. Did we already? We already had a question. Yeah, from Nikki Sunriso. Thank you for the trivia information you're about to give us. Drew Barrymore was 6 years old during the filming of E.T. She was so enamored with the E.T. animatronic that she would have conversations with him between takes, and the puppeteers would move E.T. to help keep her belief that he was real. She even once asked them to get him a scarf because he was cold. Adorable. I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, I gotta have to. Seriously, this whole experience of reacting. I have watched the behind the scenes on Jaws so many times because I find that movie the horrors and what ended up the grand slam, as they say, that Spielberg ended up hitting after what he had to go through to make that, especially being a 27, 28-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And literally everything was on the line for him. Like he might never have another job after this. And he came through in the clutch. But watching the behind the scenes on that movie was so damn fascinating. And I've watched it so many times. So after now experiencing this, which I haven't in 30, 34 years, whatever it is, I want to watch the behind the scenes. And this, and hearing a piece of trivia like that makes me want to watch.
I really want to watch the behind the scenes.
Yeah, but that's such a great story, and I could see that for sure. Especially, I can't believe Drew at 6 years old getting that performance. That is incredible.
That's insane.
Yeah, but any final thoughts before we get out of here?
No, can we put it on again?
Yeah. Well, let's go, guys. We're gonna start it up in 3. No. Yeah, an incredible piece of cinema. Spielberg. There's a reason why he's one of the greatest directors of all time. There's a reason why this is one of the greatest classics ever. I loved it. And like I said, this is one of my favorite reactions I've ever done. I was happy to do this for our first one, Jackie. And, from John Williams' music, Spielberg's directing, all the acting, the message behind this film, it's so much you could praise. And there's really nothing really negative I could even say about this film.
Absolutely not.
Just a timeless classic.
Yeah. I brought my little ETs as a silly little bit, and then I'm really, really happy that I ended up bringing them because I feel like we both needed the emotional support during the movie.
I'm glad you brought it because I would have been like, what do I hold now? Yeah, no, I'm glad you did. They are adorable. Now you need to take very good care of them.
He is coming home. I might leave him in the office.
All right. Well, he's appreciate now. When I get sad now in Studio B, I'm going to be holding on to him. So thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate this. Was quite an adventure. I'm looking forward to Spielberg's new film as well. So be on the lookout for whenever that reaction makes it onto the channel as well, and whatever other Spielberg classics that we are doing here. Appreciate you guys. Be safe. Take care. And if you find an ET alien around, you take care of that one as well.
Yeah, take good care.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.